Well, this movie was a waste. No Goldblum. Where's the Goldblum? Yes, well, Jurassic World, chaos. Yes, Jurassic World is, chaos. Jurassic World stars Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, Vincent D'Onofrio, Ty Simpkins, and is directed by Colin Trevorrow, and is the fourth installment in the Jurassic Park franchise. Finally, we're getting a new installment in this franchise. I've been waiting for this movie for years, guys. Literally since I was a kid, like 10, 11 years ago. And it's finally happened. God, it feels like it has been 65 million years that I've been waiting. So is it worth the wait? Well, let's get into that. In Jurassic World, the park has finally been opened. Tons of visitors come every year. It's like freaking Disney World, basically, with dinosaurs. Which would actually be even cooler than Disney World, honestly. That would be amazing. But in this movie, because of focus groups, you know, the kind of assholes who changed the ending to I Am Legend to one of the stupidest freaking things ever, they say that dinosaurs aren't as cool anymore to people, that people need something bigger and scarier. Screw that, they're dinosaurs. I don't care how many times I've seen them. That would still be amazing. Because of this, they create the Indominus Rex, which is a T-Rex and a few other animals, but I won't tell you what they are because of spoiler reasons. But anyway, it's this badass, scary dinosaur that gets loose, of course, and a ton of other dinosaurs get loose. Stuff happens in the park, of course, because, duh, obviously stuff goes wrong in the park. It always does. Colin Trevorrow is a pretty new director. He's only directed one other independent film called Safety Not Guaranteed. And his directing is good here, but it doesn't quite have that Spielberg feel. You know, the whimsical awe of the dinosaurs quite to the level of Spielberg. But it's there for sure. And it is really cool. And I like his directing style. He was a good pick for this movie. You can tell he's a fan of the original. And he brought his love of that movie here. Now, the fact that the park is open is a pretty cool, neat idea, because we haven't seen that yet, obviously. First one, it all goes to crap before it can be open. And the sequels, they go to this other Site B thing. So, it's pretty cool and an interesting concept. Honestly, I want to visit this place. I don't care that there's a chance that dinosaurs could get loose and stuff could go down and you could die. This is freaking awesome. You get to see freaking dinosaurs. You get to get up close with freaking Triceratops and Brachiosauruses. Now, one of the complaints I've been hearing about this movie is that there's more CGI than the original. And yeah, that's true, but it's 2015. Doesn't that make a little bit of sense? And honestly, it's not overdone, really. I mean, maybe there's a few things they probably could have done in practical and it would have been fine. And I'm sure there are practicals here. There are some shots where I'm like, that was probably done practically. But honestly, the CGI doesn't look bad. This isn't Phantom Menace or Hobbit Battle of the Five Armies CGI. This is really good CGI. And, you know, so I didn't mind that CGI at all. I don't really get the complaint on that. Is it just that it is CGI? I don't know. But personally, I didn't have a problem with the CGI. The acting's good in this movie too. Chris Pratt is really a great up-and-coming actor. Between this and Guardians of the Galaxy and the Lego movie, he's really great, and I can't wait to see where he goes in his career. Honestly, you know, with the recent news that he may be Indiana Jones, I mean, okay, it's not as recent right now, but, you know, within the last year, that he's going to be Indiana Jones, you know, I'd be okay with that, honestly. Like, if anyone's going to replace Harrison Ford, sure, I could see it, totally. The other actors are good here, too. Bryce Dallas Howard, Ty Simpkins. Vincent D'Onofrio plays a great villain, of course. I love that Ty Simpkins is essentially the Timmy role in this one, spouting off all this dinosaur knowledge, annoying his older brother. And the relationship between those two characters really works in this movie. You know, the brother relationship there. I bought it. You know, the older brother, at first, he doesn't really want to be around this twerpy kid, but you know, he starts to feel bad for him and want to show him a fun time at Jurassic World, you know, and he starts getting into it later in the movie. Now, here's one of the big things that when I saw the trailers, I was so worried about, which is Chris Pratt is able to train velociraptors. Isn't that like training Jaws or something? Come on, that sounds so stupid, doesn't it? But, much to my surprise, they actually pull it off. It's not like they're all of a sudden, pussified herbivores or something like that. They don't take the coolness out of the velociraptors. They're still dangerous dinosaurs. But it's kind of like an animal trainer can train a lion or something. Yeah, you don't want to screw around with that lion. At the same time, though, it is possible, if you're careful and train them from birth, to train a lion. And that's what Chris Pratt has done. He has trained these raptors since they were born. So it's believable and makes sense why he's able to train them. Oh, and another thing, we finally, after 4 movies, get an underwater dinosaur. Another thing I was really wanting to see in one of these movies. The first scene was in the trailer, so I'm not spoiling anything here. When they're at the exhibit, and they're showing it off like, a killer whale show at SeaWorld or something. And they have a crane with a great white freaking jaws hanging from the crane. And this giant freaking, I don't even remember the name of it, but it comes out of the water like this and just snap right on the great white, and it's so cool to see. And it splashes down and gets everyone wet when they have their phones out. What's all I'm thinking is, well, you just ruined your phone. Nice job. But it's still awesome to see. Now I gotta talk about the big bad in this movie, the Indominus Rex. Holy crap, it's so freaking cool and scary. There were some legitimately tense moments with this movie. Right away we find out that it is intelligent. It is very, very smart and cunning, which is really scary and makes it really dangerous for anyone around it. So there's a lot of great scenes when they're in the woods looking for it, and it's really scary because you're just wondering where it is and when it's going to pop out and attack them. And it's really intense, and it's like, what could take this thing down? Also, we do get one character back from the original, Henry, the Asian doctor guy from the first one, who's in the scene where the raptors hatch from eggs. Yeah, he's back in this one, and he has a much bigger role in this one too, which was cool to see him back. At least we got someone back from this. I won't spoil this ending for you, but let me just put it this way. This ending was so amazing. It hit my inner child. It hit my inner young adolescent boy deep down inside me that has been pushed down by adulthood. And I was so pumped watching this ending. The whole movie was good, but I was so pumped watching this ending. So fun to watch. So to wrap it up, I had a lot of fun with this movie, guys. This one was worth the wait. It really was. And it was a solid sequel to the original film. It's easily the best sequel. And I even kind of like 2 and 3 for their own reasons. But this one was amazing. It's so good. And I'm really tempted to give it 5 stars. I really am. But I feel like, not that there's anything bad with this movie, but it doesn't quite hit 5-star level. But it's like right on that fence, and God only knows, I'll probably rewatch it and say screw it, 5 stars. So just to be safe, because I don't feel comfortable quite giving it 5 stars, I'm going to give this movie 4.5 out of 5 stars. 4.5 out of 5 stars is not saying that it's bad at all. It's just didn't quite hit 5 stars. This movie is still amazing. Definitely check it out, especially if you love the original, especially if you love this series. So that's my review of Jurassic World. And if you like this review, check out my review of the original Jurassic Park and the sequels, which I know I kind of skipped over doing them, but I'm going to do them later. I just didn't have a lot of time before this one. But check out those reviews, and like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. See you. Well, this movie was a waste. No Goldblum. Where's the Goldblum? Yes, well, Jurassic World, chaos. Yes, Jurassic World is, chaos. Jurassic World stars Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, Vincent D'Onofrio, Ty Simpkins, and is directed by... Well, this movie was a waste. No Goldblum. Where's the Goldblum? Yes, well, Jurassic World, chaos. Yes, Jurassic World is, chaos. Jurassic World stars Chris Pratt.